Good morning, everyone. This is a bit low. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Morning Metaphysical Report. Today is January 6, 2020, and my name is Lysander Xanthus.
And I'm in the kitchen.
In the background. Today I'm going to be sharing with you today's astrology, numerology, and some other helpful information for your day ahead. I like to start each morning with a little clearing and blessing. So first we're going to clear with this singing bowl. I'm going to now use this selenite crystal to send you healing and peaceful energy. I bless you, and I bless your day ahead. I bless you that you find peace today, and that all energy that doesn't belong to you falls away. I bless your day ahead, that you find solace, that everyone is helpful, and that your path is clear. Be blessed. Now let us talk about the astrology for today. So, the Sun, Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto are all in Capricorn, and these planets are encouraging us to become the leader of our own lives, to take everything we've learned about ourselves and what it is we really want for ourselves and organize ourselves and our way forward based on that. And it is through exercising qualities of independence, self-sufficiency, doing for yourself, problem solving, and practicality, being more thought and action oriented rather than emotional, that transformation and opportunities can be had. Mars is in Sagittarius, so we may be feeling inclined to explore the possibilities of what could be ahead for us, being open to all that is possible, and opening our mind to new things. Venus in Aquarius, we may be feeling more independent in our relationships and love life, more inclined towards community rather than one-on-one relationships, and we may be seeking new and different ways of being with people at this time. Neptune is in Pisces, so we have a greater access to our own intuition at this time, and deeper emotions and intuitive impressions are rising to our conscious awareness. Uranus is in Taurus in retrograde. So this is a time of reassessing our comfort zone, our habits, any changes we have made, and what we would like to have take root in our consciousness. Uranus will only be in retrograde until Friday this week, so it will be going direct again shortly.
Whoa. That's crazy. I feel like it's been retrograde forever.
Kinda. A few months for sure. It actually goes direct on the night of the eclipse, which is on Friday. A bit more about that in a moment. The moon is moving towards full and is currently in Taurus. So we may be feeling a need within ourselves for a security and comfort at this time. Someone's asking, did I do Gemini? I'm not doing horoscopes. I'm reading the current position of all the planets. So this is an influence towards everyone generally. All the planets are always in a specific sign at any given time. All right, so just kind of reviewing my notes for a second. So yes, there is a lunar eclipse and full moon in Cancer on Friday. The eclipse is visible from Europe, Africa, Asia, and Australia. And so that will be an interesting opportunity for those of you who do work with moon magic or astrological influences. I just want to mention that since it's a more major event. And also on Sunday the 12th, there will be a Saturn, Pluto, and Mercury conjunction that has kind of been talked about a bit for those who follow astrology. Not that I've talked about it, is generally around. That concludes the astrology for today. Today is a 6th day. Speaking of numerology, a 6 vibration is a nurturing vibration that tends to be a caretaker. The 6th of the month. If you are normally on the go, today is the day to stay at home. Take a close look at what is going on within your family. If you are single, pick up the phone and chat with someone you've been neglecting. You'll be more sensitive to your senses today. Look at your surroundings. Is it time to make some changes? Even buying a little something for your home or apartment will make you feel much better. Listen to some calming music. Pick up a scented candle for aromatherapy. It will definitely make you feel better. The real point of 6 is that it is a number of nurturing, and it likes home and family and kind of either being taken care of or taking care of others. Thank you for coffee. All right. So now we are moving to the crystal healing. And the crystal I have for you today is red calcite. I'm going to tell you a little bit about this crystal, and then we will participate in a healing. So red calcite is an energizing and detoxifying stone. It energizes and tones blood or energy. It works to, it reduces stress and hypertension, soothes imbalances, Sorry, I'm having such a hard time moving my mouth. Red calcite brings stability to one's will and increases inner strength, assists with problem solving, helps ease and release fear. Calming overstimulation of adrenaline caused by fear and can be very helpful for those who feel like they must battle in their daily lives. It helps center and ground us, releasing negative emotions, feel emotionally protected. Helps open a closed heart chakra and is beneficial for someone who resists giving or receiving love. Red is also good for things that are a bit more physical, like pertaining to the root chakra, material concerns, I should say, rather. So not just the body, but other parts of our physical lives as well. But you are going to get to experience the energy of this crystal for yourself. So if you would like to participate in this healing, just make yourself comfortable, breathe, and allow yourself to be receptive to the energy and to connect with this crystal. I'm just going to move these aside so I don't hit them. And I will begin. Concludes the healing with red calcite.
Sorry about that. Trying to make sure the keys and everybody are all taken care of.
What's this one?
Temple.
going to wrap a little incense around you. This is India Temple, and the energy of this incense clears your energy a bit more, blesses and heals you, and instills peace. So just breathe it in. Also, hello Stephen, and welcome.
How is everybody this morning? Did you say hello and like afterward? How about done? Let's just get right into the work today.
I haven't.
Good
Well, I mean,
morning.
I said hello. I hope everyone out there watching is well today. How are you?
I mean, before you bombard them with a card reading, check in.
Yeah, maybe we should sit down to coffee sometime, everyone. Just here like this.
I think that's awesome. We should totally start like a weekly book club where you just read a book aloud and we all drink coffee.
It'll be like the old times, except
Digital.
digital. Okay. So,
Who wants to be part of a book club? Metaphysical book club, spiritual stuff.
it's always good to sit in that space, in your own space after you've received healing energy. So you
drink water.
and drink lots of water. So take a moment to sit where you are with the energy you've received. We are going to be moving into the affirmation of the day in just a moment. I'm going to read this affirmation to you the first few times in first person and second person, because I really want you to focus on listening to the words, but we will also say it together a few times at the end. This affirmation comes from the book Heal Your Body by Louise Hay, and this affirmation deals with excessive appetite. Even if this isn't an issue for you in particular, it is still a useful affirmation. Before we begin, I will address Iris's comment. I wish I still had all those books on the reading list. That's all I had to say.
We do. I just need to.
They're not here in my hands.
I will get them in your hands. I realize the shipping for that one box is probably going to be cheaper than replacing our whole library.
Yep. Alright. So breathe and just listen to the words. I am safe. It is safe to feel. My feelings are normal and acceptable. I am safe. It is safe to feel. My feelings are normal and acceptable. You are safe. It is safe to feel. Your feelings are normal and acceptable. You are safe. It is safe to feel. Your feelings are normal and acceptable. Now we are going to say the affirmation together 3 times. I am safe. It is safe to feel. My feelings are normal and acceptable. I am safe. It is safe to feel. My feelings are normal and acceptable. I am safe. It is safe to feel. My feelings are normal and acceptable. I invite you to write down the affirmation and take it with you if you want. This is an interesting one.
Yeah, I was looking through the book trying to decide where to go next, and I decided to go with the two for appetite. One is excessive and then lack of.
Well, they are common problems, actually. It's just not ones that maybe we talk about much.
Right, and I feel like everyone at least goes through phases where in a bout of upset or, unhappiness, we starve ourselves because we're just too upset to handle eating, or we maybe get a little bit of a craving for sweets and we eat a whole bag of chips or we have a whole pack of Oreos. I think we're all guilty of having those days where comfort eating is a thing, or lack thereof.
Yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to bring up. It is an interesting thing. So even if it's not like, even if you don't have like an eating disorder, it's something that we might all do sometimes under an emotional influence, eat too much or not eat enough. And I have found that excessive appetite is like a way to eat your, I know it's like a cliche saying, eat your feelings, but you're really eating them down. And it's a self-soothing thing. Looks like we blipped out for a second.
Oh, no.
But it's okay. Yeah, so it's just like just be mindful of that. Or not eating can come from a lot of things, such as stress, also guilt.
Being workaholic, not paying attention.
Yeah, so be mindful.
Be mindful. So yes, today we did excessive appetite. Tomorrow we will do loss of appetite. So if you like this one, or you have this issue, remember to jot this affirmation down.
Oh, it did it again.
What's going on?
I don't know. It just blips, the blue screen when you're setting up the link on the Facebook. Kind of blipped like that twice.
Well, for what it's worth, we're not seeing that in...
Oh, well, that's good. As long as you guys don't see it. I mean, maybe some of you do, but yeah. It probably just blips or something. Well, technology. One day we will upgrade not only our equipment, but the method through which we stream.
We're spiritualists. We don't necessarily have the best. So, Patreon link below.
So yes, if you'd like to see these things improve, visit Patreon. But we are moving into our next segment, which is the card reading of the day. But before we do that, I'm going to be incorporating spiritual and magic tips into the morning report again.
Woo!
I have this wee moon planner, which is kind of like a detailed account of astrological events. So I've been taking notes for you all about things to keep in mind each day. So today's magic tip of the day is to focus your magic on you. I actually have a few tips, so this is the tip segment.
Well, don't overdo the tips. You gotta make sure your tips last.
Oh, they will.
Oh, okay.
This is not to brag, but I know a lot of things.
No, I know. Between the two of us, it'll be plenty of tips. Let's have a tip.
Focus your magic on you. On you, underlined, capitalized. That may sound obvious or not, but in some circles, there's a strong thought that it's like wrong to do magic for yourself or that it's selfish. Obviously, if you're totally selfless, then you have no self, and I think that's probably not a good thing. Also, there's this thing called free will, and it's not that it's wrong for you to do magic for others and influence others, it's that it only goes so far, because ultimately the person can choose to respond to your influence through your magic or not. So when you do magic for yourself to influence yourself or your own life, which is something you have full control over, your effort goes a lot further. So that's one thing. The other is that sometimes magic gets directed a lot towards other people in other ways, like love spells or dominance or hexes or pretty much anything benevolent or malevolent. And it's not that people don't have good reasons for doing this, and that your emotions aren't valid about the situation for which you're casting. I'm just saying, strictly from the most efficient, practical point of view, if you want to improve your life and add to your personal happiness, you should focus your magic on you. It'll go further, and all the energy you're exerting on other people or on situations that that you're extremely unhappy with could be directed towards your own good and your own healing as well. Or if you do cast for others, you could be off that same energy you're giving out to punish someone could be given to help the person that was hurt instead. We only have there's an infinite amount of energy out in the universe, but you only have so many minutes in a day and so much personal energy you can exert at any given moment. Like casting to exhaustion, for example. If you've ever done that, you know that there is a cap on what you can throw out there. Also, thank you, Andy.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay.
Sorry, totally.
It's not that weak. It's still enjoyable. Oh, I didn't even notice until you mentioned it. Now it tastes weak. All right. Well, just means I won't over-caffeinate myself. So that is a tip. And sometimes it can take personal discipline to follow that, because in the grip of emotion, we may really want to cast outward. So there's that. Today is a Monday. Monday is a good day for magic to open your road, to open opportunities, and to clear things out of your way. So there's that. The other things I have to mention are about events later this week. So there is a lunar eclipse / full moon on Friday. I'm not sure what my personal opinion is, but some people say that you shouldn't work with eclipse energy in your magic unless you're familiar with doing so or understand the energy. I can see how it could possibly be used in a way that may not result in the way that you want. So my tip is that if you want to utilize the eclipse energy in your magic, to actually start your spell or work a few days ahead, like on Wednesday or Thursday, and construct it so that it's a ritual or candle or what have you that persists through the weekend, so that it kind of rides the eclipse energy rather than starting it on the night of. but that is totally up to your discretion. I feel I understand its energy well enough that I've never experienced any problems working with it. But there it is. And I will be talking more about the energy of that event later in the week, but it is a dream and emotional gateway, so I'm excited. Alright, so that is the magic tip of the day. And now we will be moving into the card reading of the day. So I'm going to be choosing our deck in a moment. This card reading is for all of you. One reading for everyone. That will give you guidance and insight into your day ahead. You may find that all of the reading resonates with you or just parts of it, and either is fine. All right. Some days I have an easier time choosing than others. Thanks. Today's tarot reading comes to you from the Nicoletta Ciccoli Tarot. # mild adult themes. So let's see what the cards have to say to us today.
Not doing labyrinth quote this one?
Is that a labyrinth quote?
Yeah.
Alrighty then. Yeah. So there's one card. We have 5 cards, so I will begin with those. The first card is the Devil.
Excuse me.
Bless you. Scary cat sounds in the background. So this is the Devil, and this card pertains to a situation. Based on the cards following it, it pertains to a situation concerning you and another person. It's saying this card comes to say that nothing good will come of the situation, and it speaks about patterns, engaging in a pattern with this individual, and things never changing ultimately. And it could be self-destructive patterns, patterns of abuse. What stands out about this card today to me is this sense of having fallen into this person's grasp, and a sense of either being complicit or feeling complicit in this. So it's not that you're a victim, and that's important to remember, because you can disengage anytime. And to think about what possible benefit or thing you are gaining from continuing this interaction. So that is what comes to me today holding this card. And yes, Andy, it is an amusing coincidence. The card that follows the devil is the Queen of Swords. This describes a person. Most likely it is not you. It's possible it could be you, but I feel very strongly it's most likely another person. Either the other person in the situation or someone who exerts an influence over it. This card describes someone who is more powerful than they appear, and they exert power or influence behind the scenes. So in this situation, it's describing the true nature of this person and a factor at play, kind of showing this person as a bit calculating. The card following after this one is the Two of Wands, and this describes, I'm going to read from the book because it says it perfectly. Illusion or enchantment may be keeping you from fulfilling your potential for success. Do not be overly influenced by attractive people and their plans for you. Lots of will, coercion, and pressure from others. So this is saying, this is kind of reflecting a bit more about the dynamic and why it's not going to go anywhere good. Because another person in the situation is a bit calculating and is more dangerous than they appear, and they're also exerting influence over you. So you may not realize that you're acting the way that they want you to act, and that is on purpose. And there's a sense of that being kind of, you're not able to see that for yourself too well. The next card is the Wheel of Fortune. And this too points to patterns and repeating the same types of situations and reactions over and over again. And that you'll kind of continue to be caught in the cycle of you do something, there are consequences, you react to the consequences, and more stuff happens and you react some more. Is to take a moment to step back out of things and to purposely decide what you will do, rather than just continuing to react and to play along. This is the 5 of Discs, and this card talks about loneliness makes it hard for you to see your way out of the darkness. And it speaks about heartache. And it suggests the importance of turning to others for guidance and for help. So you need to turn to someone else other than the people in whatever the situation or relationship is, to help give you a different perspective and to give you the support that you actually need. Alright. So those are those cards. I'm going to put them back in and see if the deck has anything else it would like to say.
Got the whole clan together this morning.
Great. Oh, I like this. Okay. So to continue, they also want to say the Hermit. So just as it's important to reach out to others for guidance and advice, it's also important to take time to pull away and get solitude, pull out of the situation and away from the person or people in that dynamic earlier discussed. And to seek your own counsel, to get in touch with your own inner wisdom and inner truth, what it is you really feel. When you take that solitude, there's an opportunity to gain clarity. And that is followed by the High Priestess, which is exactly what the prior card was talking about, because this card talks about how you know the truth, you know the answers, and to trust what it is that you know deep within yourself. And that's why it's important to take some time alone, away from everyone else's opinions, to access that. So that's all very important. Please bear it in mind and mull it over.
Mull it over.
Mull it over. Mull it like cider. You don't want to read too much more so that the points we've already discussed aren't lost. So I drop half the deck. Just putting them back together again. So this concludes the card reading of the day, I think. So we are going to be moving along. Neela says, resonates fully, but I don't know who it is. Or I do know who it is.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it says I do know. That a lot
Well,
of people
that's-
resonate in that.
Well, I should certainly hope that for those of you with whom it resonates that you know who it's talking about.
Good reading today. So excited.
We might have cats in a moment. Alright, are they coming over here? We will move to cat cam then.
It snowed last night, so the children really like the snow.
Trying to balance this the right way again.
She doesn't like when I bend down when I'm holding her.
Oh gosh.
So
Come here,
tomorrow the morning
sweetheart.
report will be an hour late
Hey, honey.
because Katniss is going to the vet first thing in the morning. So everyone please remember that. The morning report will be at 9 tomorrow instead of 8 Mountain Standard Time. There's this baby right here hitting somebody's Katniss. So everybody send blessings to the baby because she's gonna have a surgery tomorrow. So
Yeah.
everybody in the house is a little stressed out about it.
Or love. So yes, please remember, morning report will be 1 hour later.
Oh, the giant bubba. Giant bubba.
Hi, sweetheart.
Do people want to say hi? She's like, okay, whatever. Oh, there we go. Hashtag more cats.
Maybe we'll start sharing extremely brief videos of them eventually, or the story of how we got them.
So we're taking Katniss to the vet to be fixed.
Yes, she's going in to be spayed. So just haven't had a good opportunity. Life was didn't support that until now.
Yeah. It's a routine thing, but it doesn't stop the pet parents from being very, very concerned.
Yes, thank you. Well, it seems like the cats are occupied now, so we're gonna leave cat cam. We're gonna go straight to the reading screen, because today's reading comes from The Powers Within You by Louise Hay. We'll talk more about cats at the end of the video. Coffee is weak.
I'm sorry. Oh, that's a great idea, Iris. Should keep Wolfie on me the whole time.
She does have a special toy. When she was a wee kitten, she couldn't sleep with us, so she had to sleep alone in the bathroom when we first got her, so we gave her this tiny wolf plushie. That was the same size she was at the time, and she slept with it, and she still has that toy.
Yes.
I don't know where it is right now, otherwise I'd show it to you.
It's under the bed where she likes to hide it.
Yeah.
It's where both the girls keep their wubby, is under the bed.
Yeah, they each have a special plushie.
We do.
No. Oh gosh, Aresh, she just sprayed water everywhere.
So there's the baby's Wolfie.
This is Katniss's Wolfie. She slept with it. Why did she she had to sleep alone? She had fleas when we found her, and we had another cat, Aresh. So she had to sleep alone until we were sure she was
it was
fully
also
defleed.
it was also acclimating the two of them. You
Oh,
can't.
to each other. Yes, acclimating the cats to each other, and she was so small, and the house we were living in was not tiny, kitten-proof remotely.
No.
So she used to be this size.
Yeah, that's how big she was when we rescued her.
So yeah, that's her
Okay.
special toy. And this
Aresh
is
is
Aresh
bloody.
Giggles' special toy, this fox. She'll bring it to us as a kill throughout the day. Sometimes we have found their faces in the food bowl.
Yep.
I'm not sure how to feel about that. Like they're trying to feed their toys.
Yeah, basically.
She was 1 month old when we found her. Katniss. Aresh was like 6. But yeah. We'll share the story of their founding another time.
Yeah. They are both rescues.
Alrighty.
Alrighty, let's do things.
So we are finishing up a chapter, Change and Transition. So I'm going to read the rest of this chapter. Stress is another word for fear. We talk a lot about stress these days. Everyone seems to be stressed out about something. Stress seems to be a buzzword, and we use it to the point where I think it's a cop-out. I'm so stressed, or this is so stressful, or all this stress. Stress to me is a fearful reaction to life's constant changes. It is an excuse we use for not taking responsibility for our feelings. If we can equate the word stress with the word fear, then we can begin to eliminate the need for fear in our lives. Next time you think about how stressed you are, ask yourself what is scaring you. Ask, how am I overloading or burdening myself? Why am I giving my power away? Find out what you are doing to yourself that is creating this fear within you that keeps you from achieving inner harmony and peace. Stress is not inner harmony. Inner harmony is being at peace with yourself. It's not possible to have stress and inner harmony at the same time. When you're at peace, you do things one at a time. You don't let things get to you. When you feel stressed, do something to release the fear so you can move through life feeling safe. Don't use the word stress as a cop-out. Don't give a little word like stress a lot of power. Nothing has any power over you. You are always safe. Life is a series of doors closing and opening. We walk from room to room having different experiences. Many of us would like to close some doors on old negative patterns, old blocks, situations that are no longer nourishing or useful to ourselves. Many of us are in the process of opening new doors and finding wonderful new experiences. I think that we come to this planet many, many times for different reasons. If you've gotten this far in your life, believe me, you've made all the right choices. If you go through life, it's essential to remind yourself that you are safe. It is only change. Trust your higher self and higher power to lead and guide you in ways that are best for your spiritual growth. As Joseph Campbell once said, follow your bliss. See yourself opening doors to joy, peace, healing, prosperity, and love. Doors to understanding, compassion, forgiveness, and freedom. Doors to self-worth, self-esteem, and self-love. You are eternal. You will go on forever, from experience to experience. Even when you pass through the last doorway on this planet, it is not the end. It is the beginning of another new adventure. Ultimately, you cannot force anyone to change. You can offer them a positive mental atmosphere where they have the possibility to change if they wish. However, you cannot do it for or to other people. Each person is here to work out his or her own lessons, and if you fix it for them, then they will eventually do it again because they haven't learned for themselves. They haven't worked out what they needed to do. Love your sisters and brothers. Allow them to be who they are. Know that the truth is always within them and that they can change at any moment that they want. And that's the end of this chapter. So I will be stopping here because moving forward is to begin a whole different thought. So there is a little bit more in this book, but I'm going to review it to see which sections I would like to read. Because I haven't actually read the whole book cover to cover. I have tried to pick chapters and sections that I thought would be useful soul food for the morning report. So if you enjoyed hearing from this book, tune in tomorrow to hear more, or you can obtain the book for yourself. We are coming to the end of it soon, so I will be choosing a new book to read from very soon. That concludes our reading. So I am now going to be drawing the morning report to a close here in a few minutes. Just looking at the comments on the watch party. Alright. So, if you enjoyed this morning metaphysical report, please like, follow, and subscribe to my page or channel so that you can continue seeing it. If you follow and like my Facebook page, facebook.com/LysanderClairvoyant, you will see my other content as well, such as my reading videos and more. For more information about the morning report and myself, and for ways to support the creation of this content, please visit patreon.com/freedomdreamcoaching. The link is in the description of this video as well as the tag is on screen. Sorry, there's a sound. I'd really appreciate if you guys checked out Patreon. We do have a poll about the morning report right now, asking you what segments you'd like to see added or taken away. And there is, you can choose to support us through a monthly subscription, which gives you perks and rewards of various sorts, including access to exclusive content, and for some of you, readings. The lowest membership level is $1 a month and goes up from there. You can find all that information on there, though. Thinking, I'm always trying to think if I've forgotten something. Eventually, I'll just write a bulletin list of things I won't just say at the end. We do plan on continuing to grow the morning report with increased support. For example, some future segments that will be added is a Kitchen Witch segment sharing magical cooking tips and recipes, and a spiritual physical fitness segment by a friend of ours as well. So all good things. And again, more information about how the report is going to grow in the future is also on Patreon. Alright. Just as a side note, completely, I started a new group recently called Magic and Manifestation Planners and the Witches Who Love Them. It's just a normal Facebook group for discussion and interacting with others, but it's centered around planners that have a magic or witch theme to them. So if you have a planner like that and want a space in order to get ideas, get inspired, or if you don't have a planner yet and that interests you, you can find the group on my page and just join in. Alright everyone, thank you all for watching. I appreciate you all. I hope you will join me on my page and on Patreon. I will see you all tomorrow, 1 hour later than usual, at 9 Mountain Standard Time. Have a wonderful day and be blessed.